I had a valid passport with a valid Indian visa. I was covered with dust. I weighed about 110 pounds because I didn't get that much food on this way. But I was so much anticipating. And I gave her my passport, and she looked at me and coldly inquired, "How much money do you have?" I said, "Well, I'll show you everything I have." And I looked through my little cloth bag, because almost everything I had, my sleeping bag was stolen on the way. But I had a little cloth bag with a couple books. I only had the clothes I was wearing. I remember exactly. I had 26 cents in about 5 different currencies. She said, "You need minimum $200 to enter India." I said, "Well, I have a visa." She said, "We have enough beggars. We don't want another one. Go back." I begged her. I pleaded with her. I did everything within human power to convince her, but she got more and more and more angry. She considered me disobedient. And ultimately she had the guards point their rifles right into my face to tell me, "Go back." This was impossible. Now please understand the predicament. India and Pakistan had already been through 2 wars. They were vicious enemies. A year from the date I was there, they were going to have another major war. And I was in the no man's land between the two. I only had a one-way visa to Pakistan. I couldn't go back into Pakistan, and I couldn't get into India. And there were no hotels or phone booths in the no man's land. I was trapped. I'd go under this tree and just pray. And then go back to the immigration agent, and she would chase me away. And this went on for 6 hours. See that? Hear that baby crying? That's the way I was. I was crying like that baby, crying to God to help me. We could learn a lot from crying babies. When a baby cries for its mother, it's completely dependent on the mother's kindness. And when we can, in our prayer or in our chanting, when we can cry out for God in that way, then we can actually experience the presence of the Lord. I cried real tears. After 6 hours, as the sun was about to set, the guards changed, and a very tall, strong Sikh agent came, with a turban on. And she pointed to me and told him, "Don't let him in." She drove off, and I went up to the new agent, and before I could even show him my passport, he said, "I have been warned about you. You are a nuisance. You are a parasite. Out from here. Unless you show me $200, you cannot come in." I pleaded, "Just give me a chance. I just want to find the wisdom of your great country. I want to meet the spiritual saints of your country. I promise you, someday I'll do good for your people if you just give me one chance." And I cried. He looked long and hard into my eyes. And then he said, "Sometimes a man must follow his heart. My superior officer has ordered me not to let you in. But I am going to give you the chance that you are crying for. And he stamped my passport.